All right, mic check, Schmalich.
That is not my name. My name is Billy.
I'm keeping that. That's the intro. Oh my god. Oh god. Wait. No, that can't be the intro. Wait. Yo, he. That is too funny. Oh god. What up? This is your host Rob, back with another episode of From My Experience podcast. I got Alex Lexus with us. Why am I using your Xbox name?
Just call me the Juggernaut, aka the Red Condom, the man, the myth, the legend. Hitting y'all. What's up?
Thank you for joining us for the shortest episode in the history of the series. What the hell? I'm definitely not going to call you by any of those names. Yo, shout out to my Claflin family. See you, homecoming this weekend. Actually, by the time y'all hear this, it'll be Friday, and I have homecoming tomorrow, Saturday. I got a fresh outfit I'm wearing on the yard, and then I'm going to a party Saturday night. Then I'll be back on Sunday to recover, and then Monday back to the grind. But I can't wait. It's much needed break from the day to day. What you got coming up, Alex?
I just started. I don't want to jump the gun yet.
Wait a minute.
Starting to date a very beautiful lady. I'm gonna, leave her nameless for now by giving her a shout out.
She should always remain nameless. All of the people we date are gonna remain nameless. That's how we protect ourselves.
Shameless, huh? But true. But she got me smiling. Gonna try to hang out with her this weekend. Had a great date on Sunday. She really made my week. Got me smiling again. And somebody
got you
on my
wilding
level.
again. What?
Oh hell, what? No,
Oh my
chill.
god.
I was just saying.
Alex.
You know what? She'll probably hear this and be like, "I'm gonna beat your ass." Like what? I'm like, hold up.
She listens to the show? Wait a minute.
Not yet. She knows that me, you, and another partner are entrepreneurs and we're trying to grow something. So she's very intrigued by that. So got she got the fire lit again. That was long dormant. And then I'm supposed to be doing an advanced screening of Justice League, and trying to get some like reviews in for another project that Robert is also a part of. So
Hold on.
that well, shut up.
I gotta
But
finish my Comic-Con videos now that you mentioned
yeah, me
projects.
too. But I'm spreading them out because of a certain
You spread in her
individual.
mouth. What?
Wow.
Sorry, go ahead.
Wow.
Dang. You can already
You know what?
pre-order.
You know what? Audience, I be getting Robert with the most random jokes, and he caught me off guard. So touche. But that's all I got going on right now. Busy at work, trying to make that paper, get a raise, all that good stuff.
Yeah, same. I'm trying to put some more deals together. Ooh, Monster Hunter World comes out January 26th.
No,
I'm trying to
definitely
get
get that.
5 to 6 more real estate transactions cranked out before January. Oh shoot, Okami HD is coming out, yo.
Well, for
Um,
Xbox?
December 12th, $20, getting it. Never
Oh,
beat that
hell
game
yeah.
on Nintendo Wii. I always felt like it'd be better with a controller.
That was smart.
Yeah. What else I got going on? Yo, okay, so we can touch on get him out of there.
I know. Yeah,
Get
yeah.
get hit
I'm
get
about to.
get
Yeah, you can go ahead. You can go ahead because now I got him.
Nah, but me and Alex actually had a good conversation. I think it was last week talking about how you date and then it ends and then you have to get back into the dating game. So basically like
That sucks.
excuse me, I'm sick too. I'm trying to get through it. I got to make some Theraflu so I can be knocked out. But we're talking about like, things that you do differently the second time around. We're not gonna start there though, but we're gonna hit on that. But I gotta talk about this. You know what I mean? Me growing up and spending a lot of time in Philly. You know what's going on with Meek Mill?
Yeah, dude. He got what, 2 years?
So apparently he was gonna get 2 to 4 years for violating his parole. And from what I've heard, it was
What?
him in New York riding on a dirt bike, which you're not supposed to do.
Yeah, and I see it
And
all the time up here.
right, oh, my
Dummies.
Xbox restarting. And apparently he got caught riding on a dirt bike. And even the prosecutor didn't even recommend jail time, but the judge gave him jail time. Everyone's saying the judge had it out for him. There's all kind of rumors going on with the judge. Somebody said, listen, they said the judge had her own record label and was mad because he wouldn't sign to her. Yo, if that's true, that's jacked up. But how do you feel about that? I think that's just dirty, man. I mean, come on, yo. Like, really, you gonna lock a man up? Like, there's people who've done way worse things that gotten way less of a punishment.
Yeah. True that.
And like
You know,
you just
and
said,
then the
all
thing
the
with the
time.
justice system, man, is the inconsistent. Some people get like, they get railed and they don't do anything, and then you got folks that are choking out Eric Garner, over in Staten Island, and then just a slap on the wrist. That motherfucker murdered the man. Piece of shit officer. I'm sorry. I was getting a little emotional.
Sorry, I
Continue.
mean, it's the truth.
Indeed. Indeed.
I mean, they murdered someone. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. People out here literally getting murdered, raped, beaten, and there's either no conviction or they're getting parole. They're getting slaps on the wrist because of who they are and what they know and the color of their skin. But you got a young black man. Granted, you know what I mean, he shouldn't have been doing it, but I don't think that's something that carries lock me up for 2 years. And like you said, it's something you see all the time. And I saw it last time I was up north. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I think it's jacked. I did also hear though that she got thrown out as a judge, so he might be straight. Who knows? But they were
Mm-hmm.
like protesting in the front of the courthouse. Like it got real. It really
Unbelievable.
got real. So
Oh, can I,
hold on.
add something?
Yes, because I gotta add Biff to the call. Hold on.
All right. I wanted to talk about this Tyrese thing.
Hold on, yo. He's a whole nother can of worms.
Yeah. Some people may not like what I have to say about it, but
Did you just burp?
Who, me?
Oh, go ahead. Biff, are you there?
Hold on. Hello?
Biff, you
Going
got your headset and your connection piece and all that, yo?
Yeah, hold on. I don't know. It's not. Hold on.
It sounds really clear. Oh my god. Money well spent.
What's that? Can you hear me?
That's not my name. That's not my name.
My name. That is not my name. My name is Billy.
Stupid.
Damn. And then the dog, he won't stop barking unless I hold him like a toddler. I'm like, man.
Biff,
No.
hello?
I'm trying to get this damn thing to work.
We can hear you.
Hold on, Bill.
Alright, but we're gonna keep talking. But
Yeah. Can I?
Move.
The Tyrese thing.
wait,
Man.
we didn't finish talking about Meek Mill yet.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So apparently she's out. But yeah, that, I mean, if you're a celebrity and you're listening to this, number one, comment and shout out the show from my experience podcast. Thank you. We need more viewers. Number two, be careful, man. When especially if you're a minority in a position of power or you have great wealth, you're under a microscope. We can't get away with it. It's never gonna be equal. It's never gonna be fair. Ooh, excuse me. It's never gonna be equal. It's never gonna be fair. So don't even try it, yo. Don't push your luck.
Indeed.
Yeah, slap
Why
on
is
the
this
slap
stupid
on the
thing
wrist.
not working?
Slap on the wrist don't exist for us.
Wait, hold on. My bad. This dude's calling me out to race his Panigale 1299
What?
against my ZX14. What?
And the answer is no.
I got 100 something more CCs than him. What are you talking about? Whatever.
Yo, something
This
is
guy
wrong with you.
get the business. I'm still healing from falling.
I'm falling. Biff.
Hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
No, I'm not on the headset though.
Why your headset not working?
Biff, you bought it.
You should have tested it when you received it.
From my experience, this is an experience. Technical difficulties. It's all good.
I can't get the color right on my TV. Oh, there it is. Wait, no, there's not. My TV is jacked up.
Each headset only works for some specific phones.
I bought the one and I bought you the dongle. It was working when you first got on.
No, it wasn't. You hear me talking regular on the phone. It was never on.
Shut up. All right, so how you feel about we'll fix that later. If not, I hope you have the box because I'm definitely gonna mail it back because that thing was not cheap.
Why you just still getting a regular ass?
That's why I was trying to get you something professional. Cause when you buy regular ass stuff, you get regular ass quality.
Yeah, we ain't got no quality in this one.
I bought you it probably does work. You probably just don't know what you're doing.
No, Bill.
You hooked it up before you called?
No.
That's probably the issue right there. All right, we ain't got time for that. People in the middle of the podcast, they don't want to hear us argue.
Go upstairs and go watch rabbits.
What? How you feel about the Meek Mill situation? Are you caught up on that? We about to wrap this up.
Yeah, I'm wild upset about it. I think it was malicious.
Didn't you laugh at me when I signed a petition and I inboxed it to you and said you should sign it and you laughed?
That was funny, but it's still wrong. I feel like it was an attack on Meek Mill. It was malicious by the judge. Even after the DA and the probation officer said, no, you ain't got to do all that, she still did it anyway.
Abuse of power right there.
Yeah, man. I have a family member, a close family member incarcerated, and being incarcerated is never fun. I don't care who it is. You know what I'm saying? I understand, do the crime, do your time, but, bro, even after, they would say he was arrested but not in charge with anything. So really, it's really no basis. You just being a bitch, more or less.
Yeah.
I feel sorry because, being incarcerated is hard, not just on you, but everybody outside of you. And then imagine all the people that he's supporting and all the efforts and everything that he's supporting while he was out. A lot of people suffer. It's not just the person that's getting locked up. It's a lot of people around you. And he fed a lot of people. He took care of a lot of people, regardless of whatever his beef was or whatever it may be. He took care and did a lot for his community and for his people. So I just feel like for it to be malicious, that shit is just crazy. And it's funny, even though he's a celebrity, that happens to regular black men all the time. Because the judge is having a bad fucking day, I'm going to give you the maximum sentence or damn near close to it just because I feel like it.
Yeah, that's wrong. And that's wrong. I'm kind of scared. I'm going to court on December 6th. And I'm...
Well, never mind. We talking about off air. Never mind. But
no, not nothing crazy.
What?
No, it's the motorcycle thing, long story short. But I hope they don't throw the book at me. I'm going to try to go there in uniform and be like, hey, have mercy.
Wow. Talk about abuse of power.
No, let me tell you.
You should do that because that's going to give him some type of leeway.
Yeah,
that's abuse of power.
I'd rather just pay the fine. I'm not trying to get like points or anything. I have a clean record.
I don't know about that, Alex.
I ain't doing that. You know what? No, I'm telling on myself. I'm gonna shut up.
You really are. You're snitching. All right. My TV is acting up and I don't like it. So we're off that. Prayers with Meek. Meek, I hope everything turns out well for you. I hope you don't get any jail time. And when and if you make it out of this, don't do nothing else, bruh. Don't do nothing else. Just go to these shows.
I think I read earlier today that they're gonna seek to get him off probation. Period. So. Yeah,
and we saw
they can appeal. They can appeal.
I heard that the judge. I heard they got that judge out of there, and they're supposed to redo whatever.
Yeah, and they're also investigating the judge for being malicious.
Yeah, I know. It was some wild stories going on with that judge, but off that, Alex wants to talk about
my baby. I just want my. Let me tell you. First things first.
Alex wants to talk about Tyrese. So
Tyrese Gibson. All right.
Yo, listen. Tyrese Bibson. That's your cousin, yo. Go ahead.
Meek Mill is your twin brother. What? Shut up. But no.
Alex Bibson. That's Bibson.
Now, this can really chew up a good portion
It's
of
not.
this thing.
It's not. Go
It's
ahead.
not.
It's
Well,
not.
Well, I will say,
You're gonna go first.
you know,
Go ahead.
well, Tyrese. I feel bad for the man. However, he did land himself in the situation that he's in financially. Because you should never be stuck in a circumstance where you're living check to check if you can help it, especially being a celebrity as talented as he is, and with all the different avenues that he can pull in some sort of revenue.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, his album flops. One thing, the Fast and Furious series was his cash cow, and with Dwayne Johnson, my opinion on that is we don't know whatever conversations that were had behind the scenes, okay? But we know Dwayne the Rock Johnson works on like 6 or 7 movies a year. The
Yeah.
guy, he's always gonna eat,
Yep.
okay? If they went to
Literally
him,
too, y'all. Y'all ever seen The
Yeah.
Rock on freaking social media? That dude eats like it's scary watching him eat.
that's not the eat I'm talking about.
Oh.
I'm talking. Shut up. What the? Shut the hell up. What I'm talking about is the man. Like, okay, we already know that Tyrese is.
I'm sorry, I really don't think Tyrese is broke, but go ahead.
Well, there's many levels to this, so I'm gonna try and get it out as quickly as
Financially
possible.
broke.
Now, Tyrese, yeah, Tyrese may have put himself in a circumstance where he shows like a spotlight, an area of his life that doesn't represent his reality. The judge slapped him with $13,000 a month. Oh yeah, you got these cars and you have a Starbucks in your backyard or whatever.
Exactly.
And if you're not really living that life, stop trying to show it like that, because they're going to judge you in the way that you're making the world perceive you. Okay, so now, with The Rock taking on that spin-off movie, The Hobbs with Jason Statham, The Rock, if he and Tyrese had that discussion with the rest of the cast, or hey, I'm not gonna take a spin-off movie because let's think of the rest of the cast, and The Rock did take the role and not giving a damn, and he's already well off financially, then The Rock is wrong.
I
But we
think
don't know
so.
that.
No,
So-
I don't think so,
no,
because the Rock
no,
really did that to everybody. Everybody on that cast would have had something
Biff,
to say.
you're not loud
The only
enough.
person who had something to say was Tyrese.
No, I get it. But you see, in Tyrese's situation, he needed that movie so that he could, the.
But
child
we
support
don't
and so on
know
and-
that. We don't know that. And you know what?
No.
I was listening to another
Mhm.
podcast and somebody was like, remember Tyrese is an actor. You know what I'm saying? There's
Yeah.
so many twisted things. It's like I also heard on the Breakfast Club that he said he was wilding because he was taking this medication for depression. So it's like
I heard that too.
so it's kind of like we got to read between the lines. And quite honestly,
Of course,
my thing is this in general, as a grown ass man, bro, get off social media with that. Like, for real. Like,
Thank you.
honestly,
Yeah.
me personally, anybody who puts that kind of deep, sensitive material out to the public, something is wrong with you on another level. That's not everybody's business. Tyrese, and then,
Yeah,
like,
sure.
if he is broke, I'm pretty sure, even if he doesn't have the liquid funds, he has enough assets to sell off to where he'll be all right. Who sells?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, here's my thing. You broke, but you got enough money to buy an airplane to fly a banner over your child's school.
If you broke.
Exactly.
You got enough money to send so many flowers to the office that they kept people from coming to the office and didn't tell the little girl because it was so many and so overwhelming. But
Yeah.
you broke.
Yeah, it's priorities. It's
I
priorities. at
haven't
work,
even
you know?
I haven't
And-
even watched any of his videos. I'm just listening to what other people say because I refuse to give it attention. I refuse.
No, but I'll tell you this: if you do see the video, it does pull a string or two because
No, it
Nope,
don't.
no,
No, it don't.
it's not gonna pull my
here's
string.
my thing. No, here's my thing. Outside of his habits and behaviors that got him there, okay, the fact that if it's something we don't know the story behind why he doesn't have custody, but it looked like a man asking for help or crying
Yes,
out.
we do. He don't have custody because they're in court and the mama got a restraining order because he beat the little girl to death.
Now
That's
you
why.
know. Now here's the thing: a lot of that, unless we were there or like somebody has irrefutable proof, everything is just hearsay. You know,
No,
This
baby,
whole thing
no,
is.
that's one
no, no,
thing I will not agree on.
no,
Unless you know, if a
Biff, you
child,
sound like you're
if a
100
child
feet
is
away.
crying,
no. I
baby,
can hear her fine.
But no, she sound. I can hear her, but you sound like you're mad far from your mic.
I'm not. I don't even have the mic in. But if a child
Now you
doesn't
sound
even
better.
want to, if a child doesn't even want to come to you or see you by herself, that's a sign.
Now, here's my thing with that. You know, I come from a culture where they whooped your ass. Like, there's no such thing in Haiti
How did
as
you end up
child
holding
abuse.
Haitian on this?
No, but you know how it is. You know how it is. There's a thing where it comes down to, you know, what happened to parents disciplining their kids. Yeah, there's there's different degrees. There's different degrees of that. Don't get me wrong. Some you be like, hey, you know, you don't have to be chin checking kids and this and that. Everybody has their way of doing things, but if it wasn't illegal, immoral, unethical, or he had his way of rearing his child, it's not for us to say, hey, you know what, you can't pull up a belt or something like that. We
Beating
weren't
her
there.
until she was bruised is not enough for you.
Oh man, I got worse than that. That's what I'm saying. Like, why are people so like?
Okay. This is another thing. First of all, he's a celebrity, so he already gonna be on a microscope.
Yes,
Second of
this
all,
is true.
Every child is bred and raised differently. Okay. That
Yes.
little girl, I understand you can get your ass whooped, but you know her limit. It might have took 2 licks, and you know what I'm saying. She might have got her stuff together, but for you to constantly beat her to the point where she's scared that she don't even want to come see you, something's wrong with that. I know.
You know what? I don't want to sound insensitive, but like I said, I used to get my ass whooped, and I wish I had like, you know, the media come in and protected me when I was growing up. You know what I mean? And then I don't hold that against my parents because that built my character. But now kids are getting soft because, hey, you know what? Let me call DIFUS or throw something out there. You know what I mean? Or, you know, if somebody is estranged from the father or mother and it turns into an issue, you know what I mean? Like,
There's more than one way to discipline a child other than physical. If this
No,
child
of
was already
course,
used
of
to a
course.
different method of discipline, and then you go beat the brakes off of her to where she's bruised and where she physically does not want to be around you, something's wrong. You just can't go from one discipline to another. That's not how that works. How
You know,
start them is
I
how
think
you finish them.
I think, you know what? I didn't have that protection. I'm just speaking from my point of view. I didn't have that kind of protection, and I'm okay. You know what I mean?
Alex, you're
I'm
definitely not okay.
I was getting ready to say that's up for debate.
And you know what? These are my co-hosts, my mates up in here. But
You're
I'm
gonna
just saying,
you're gonna have, it's gonna have, you can't predict how a child's gonna turn out after getting beat, and there's so many levels to it. Because I grew up like that too. I used to get my ass whooped, and I used to get my ass whooped with whatever was within 3 feet of the adult that was doing the whooping. Extension cord, DVD packet, VHS tape. It didn't matter.
hell, my mom and dad were like WWE
But
tag team partners.
it was
like, when they
far
were
and few
tired, they would
between
switch.
though. It was far and few in between though. Like I wasn't really a bad child, and if I did get a whooping, if I did get whooped, there would be meaning behind it. There would be a talk. It wouldn't just be I get my ass whooped and thrown in my room. Like, but
who's to say if he did what he did that he didn't have reason or cause? We don't know.
Well,
back
to the topic at hand though.
You're missing the point. The point is where the little girl was physically to the point where she couldn't sit down or lay down, beat. You don't do that to children. I don't care. You don't do that to adults. If she don't want to be around you, if your own child is scared of you, something is wrong. Your mom used to beat your ass, but you weren't scared to death of her. You still would go in there and do what you had to do.
And I'm not saying this to be a naysayer. There was for the longest time my father, like I was just so distant from him because usually the attention I did get, because he worked 2 jobs, and I only saw him when if I messed up in school or got in trouble, then he came in. Yeah, so I can identify with that. I understand. You know what I mean? But I don't think, you know, with the way that he was like sobbing for his child, that he beat the child like out of anger or for you know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense.
He's an actor. He's also a liar.
Oh boy, you know what? You see,
this is why I don't want to talk about
we were
Tyrese.
in his position. Yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna
like,
put myself in Tyrese's position. Pause.
And even to one of our people, one of my friends on Facebook, before we cast judgment, let's put ourselves in his perspective, in his position. And then, you know, if I spank my child and then all of a sudden they're trying to take my kid from me, you know what I mean? If and when I have any, you know, I wouldn't want folks taking it too far without knowing everything, and
Okay,
sometimes
first
it's
of
not
all,
for people to know.
and that's why you use discretion in what you tell the public. You still going to court.
Exactly,
You
I
still
agree.
dealing with this. You the one that brought it to the forefront. So now that everybody don't know the details, we're gonna judge accordingly. And
Yeah,
as of
that
right
is
now, it's not looking good for him because nobody has his back, including his own castmates.
Yeah,
yeah.
he's
Because he's
wilding
looking at
out.
bad people,
He's wilding
and when
out
he
with the
flip off
social
on the
media
rock and
stuff.
stuff,
He
yeah.
he's wilding out with the social media stuff. We gonna get off this. Prayerfully, the child ends up okay because she's the one that's gonna have to grow up with this and look back on this as she gets older. These videos of her dad crying and stuff in this social media age is making it worse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once you put it on the internet, it's there forever. Somebody somewhere recorded it, saved it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And now she got to deal with that as well.
And making trap songs out of it.
You laughed at.
That song is hot though. I'm sorry. And Hot 97, Rosenberg, you guys are wrong for playing that on the air. And
No,
those
they
of you,
ain't. That's what they did.
That's what they do.
that song is hot as hell. They dropped the beat and the dude, like, who made the original track, and now they upgraded it. But he's just like, oh, I'm not doing anything illegal. Then he pressed pause. He's like, I'm not doing anything illegal. I came to make some tracks. And then the beat drops. I'm like, come on. And, the internet is undefeated.
That's the
People
problem
be
with society,
cool.
man. Like, that's the thing. Like, and that's
Insensitive.
nobody takes anything seriously anymore, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, his situation might be a dire one. It might be a real one. But because I see him crying over the internet, I can't take him seriously. I can't. It's definitely a serious matter. But I just can't. I can't take it seriously because of the way it's being put. The way it's
what you just said.
you mad? Like, how Alex get it and you didn't get it? But Alex definitely didn't get it. Yeah, I don't agree with that, man. Like, you gotta be very careful with that stuff, especially with like your family. That's your family. You know what I'm saying? Deal with your family the way you deal with them. Quit putting everything out there for the world to look at and to scrutinize you. Like Alex said, now there's a track about you. People are not taking you seriously to the point that they're making a track. They're laughing at you. You're saying you're on medication having mental breakdowns, and the radio station is playing a freaking track of you crying in the background that somebody made in their house. That's how serious we take people. Like,
Biff, why you laughing at that?
it's there. It's just that's
Biff.
the scary thing. That's another reason why I wouldn't put it out there. It's not like no one's gonna really hear your cry for help. But
He
off
could've
that,
done that differently,
at the end of the day, Tyrese, if you're listening, or if someone who knows Tyrese is listening, I'll pray for you. I hope everything turns out okay. If you did beat your daughter to the point that she couldn't sit down and she's scared of you, I hope you learn your lesson and you can amend that relationship or mend that relationship, whatever the word is, to his, ex-wife, wife, baby mama, whoever that is. You be a good parent.
Ex-wife, I think.
You continue to be a good parent, and if he is being a scumbag and beating his child to the point that she can't sit down, continue to protect your child from him. You social media people making fun of it and feed into it, just stop. That's why people do it. It's because we feed into it, we paid attention. That's why I haven't been on. That's why I don't do those crazy websites and stuff like that like I used to, man. I'm like, we're just adding fuel.
What,
to the
maybe
fire.
a takeout, TMZ, all that
Don't
stuff.
What's the other? What was the popular one, yo? I was addicted to it.
World Star?
World Star was like
Yeah,
that became like the new Saturday cartoons for me. Like when I got home.
Well, I'm glad that slowed down because people were trying to do stuff just to get on World Star, like
exactly.
the knockout game, all that other stuff. So it's like, come on now.
All right, on to the next topic.
Oh, I gotta.
Will you shut the hell up?
I gotta go.
Okay, get off. Bye, Alex. It's 8:33, but you said 8:45.
Yeah, well, I gotta get.
Yeah.
I told you what I was doing, Robert.
Oh, shut up. That's not my name. My name is.
What? But for those of you sticking around for the rest of the show, I'll see y'all next time. Thank y'all for having me.
All right, hang up with your nugget head.
Bye.
All right,
Shut up.
I'll catch up with you so we can get your opinion. All right, Alex is out of here. So, Biff, the next thing we were about to talk about is how you go from dating one person to the next and kind of like transitioning your dating game after a relationship.
Oh,
Biff?
Jesus Christ.
Biff, are you a dater?
I'm a serial dater.
Oh Lord.
That's my problem.
What's
I
a
am
serial
a serial
dater?
dater because I'm somebody that dates a lot. I date out. Like I don't like my options to be limited because I always feel like if I just stick and try to exclusive date one while we're still feeling each other out, I'm gonna miss out on something else. So
Oh
always
my
have that
God.
option.
You need to you know what? Biff, if I buy you a book, will you read it?
The book by that man.
Listen. Oh my God, you need to read that book. He talks about that, man, and that's true. That I'm about to use a bad example here, but I have to. Kevin Hart said that one time. He was like, the problem with people, and it's funny, I have to use you, Kevin, sorry. But he was like, one of the problems with men is, or in dating in general, is we always looking for the next best thing. And it's like, you're always going to find someone better. Like, shorty I'm dating now is beautiful. She's gorgeous. We have fun. We laugh together. But I know if I look hard enough, I can find someone that looks better or makes me laugh more. I can always find better, but the thing is this, that never ends. Like, once you find it the first time, why are you going to try to replace it? Like, what's your intentions? You know what I'm saying? That's just my thought. I mean, that was Kevin Hart's thought, and I was like, that makes a lot of sense.
I get it, but I feel like that comes after I'm comfortable to be like, okay, I'm ready to start exclusively dating you. But as far as like the get to know you phase, like if
Okay.
I get two guys' number in one night, I'm not going to be like, okay, I need to pick him and then don't talk to him.
Well, no,
Like,
not one night. Of course not. Yeah. So
That's what I mean, like serial dater. Like I'll go on the first date. I at least need to go on the first date to see if I can, if it's gonna work or if we compatible or at least somewhat, compatible. But if not, that doesn't. I mean, just because we don't work out doesn't mean I have to, I go.
So what
I
does
have
it
other
take for a
options. I go talk
guy
to somebody
to
else.
to just date you and it just be him?
We would have to be. It would have involved like a lot of conversation, a lot of dates, a lot of just to be it has to be to the point where I'm comfortable saying, okay, I'm comfortable cutting everybody off. Like, because I know I see potential with you. I see a future with you. I can't figure out if I got a future with you after two conversations in one day. But I can figure out whether you got red flags and I don't want to deal with it.
Okay, true. So let's talk about the transition out of a relationship back into the dating scene. What are some tips or or advice that you have for people out there? And feel free to share your own experiences. I'm gonna let you go first, unless you want me to go first.
Do not be afraid to have a quote unquote hoe phase. That is the first lick of freedom you get. Now, I'm not saying go out there all willy nilly, all bucky naked, doing everything.
I mean, you use the word hoe, Biff,
okay.
so.
Because that was, that's the term for it, hoe phase, or go have fun. It's okay to be single and to just enjoy being single, but still, talking to other people. You don't have to rush immediately into the next relationship. You don't have to rush immediately into finding the next person who's the one. You don't. Enjoy yourself. Figure out what the fuck you did wrong in a relationship, what the fuck went wrong in a relationship, how you gonna fix that, how you gonna avoid that next time, what red flags you need to look for. Like during this time, you need to do some retrospect on yourself. This is what I want. This is what I don't want. This is what I need to look for next time a partner, seeks me out, or this is what I do want, So it's kind of your ins and outs. Figure out more about you, learn more about yourself, get deeper with yourself. And then once you feel like you're ready, then you start dating seriously. But don't immediately go from one relationship to another, because that's just going to be a car crash.
I agree.
That's more or less just a rebound. And we all know rebound relationships don't work out. Either they're going to give you a baby, some bad vibes,
What the
or
hell?
it's just going to be... Oh, I know a bunch of rebound babies.
I don't agree with the whole phase, but and the only reason I say that is if that's not who you were before, then don't make that who you are now. Like when I broke up.
I'm not saying I'm not saying like if you know how to go out and have fun with yourself, then go ahead and do that. But I'm not saying if you was a little quiet introvert in the house, homebody, don't go out to the club every weekend if you know that's not your shit. But if
that's what people
if you was in a
do.
relationship and that person. If you know if you was in a relationship and that person had whatever reason for you not to go out and enjoy yourself or kept you from enjoying yourself or being who you are, and you need to go out and enjoy yourself and do what you need to do, then by all means do it.
It doesn't necessarily mean it has to be with somebody else, or you know what I'm saying. You couldn't say whole phase, you couldn't say whole phase. Get out and enjoy yourself. That's all I'm saying. Go enjoy yourself. You don't necessarily have to have somebody to enjoy yourself.
That's true. You don't. Yeah, you don't always. Some people feel like they always have to be in a relationship, good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. And those type of people.
But I have a family member like that. For as long as I can remember, she's always been like boy, man, dick crazy, or she's always had to have like a man. Like there's never been a point where she's been single, or she literally get out one relationship and be right back into the next one within like 2 weeks.
That's sad. That's dangerous.
It is.
Don't do
like,
that, y'all.
She can't function without a man. Do not do that. That is not healthy. It is not
Give
healthy.
yourself time to heal. Give yourself time to reflect, and then go from there. I would say make sure, number one, I take time off, like from just any of that. I take time off from dating. Like I usually take a year in between my relationships, at least a year, maybe long. Okay. Maybe longer sometimes in between my relationships before I try to take anyone else seriously. Because one, I want to make sure that person is out of my system. Two, I use that time to reflect and become a better me. I want to be a better Rob for the next lady. You know what I'm saying? And me, I'm not a serial dater like Biff. Like I get tunnel vision. So like once I'm concentrating on something, that's it. So like I look for unique things about women. Like there's very specific things that I'm attracted to, and it's like everybody don't have that. And I typically, well, not typically, I date one woman at a time because I like to give you my undivided attention. Because I'm dating for longevity. I'm not dating for fun. I'm not dating just to fuck. None of that. Like I'm looking for longevity. Like I'm on a wife search. Like, do you have the potential to be a wife? That's me, and I let you know. Look, that's what I'm looking for. That don't mean we can't have fun along the way. But that's what I'm looking for. And I feel like if I'm trying to be serious about that, I think it's easier if I date one at a time and focus on you, because the real you is going to show a lot faster because I'm not distracted by comparing you to other women or the other woman that I'm dating. I'm looking at you purely for who you are and what you bring to the table. And I feel like I can get to that much faster if it's just you and me versus you, me, her, and her. Then I'm going to be comparing y'all and trying to make y'all compete in my mind. That's what dudes do. Dudes and women, you try to make them, you got people competing against other people and they don't even know that they're in a competition. And it's not fair. It's not really fair. You're not really.
I think they're competing. I think it kind of depends on like your dating experience, because I'm constantly being offered, I'm constantly being sought after, or, I'm constantly.
Well, it's different. You're the woman, so it's different for you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I think our differences is. That's why I feel like I should date more, because I'm not the seeker.
And see, I'm a hunter. You know what I mean? If y'all ever watch hunting, and you really pay attention, they focus on one animal. You're not gonna try to kill 3 deer at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a fisherman. I'm not just trying to throw it out there to see what I can catch. Like, once I see the one that I want.
But I'm the prey. Look, I look at it like that. But see, I'm the prey.
Yeah, you got mad hunters coming after you. Yeah, it's different. It's different. But it doesn't have to be though either. You don't have to exclusively date. But you could take your time when it comes to multiple dating. You could date one guy. And y'all can date multiple people, but it's okay if another guy comes along and you say no. I just think the more people you add to a situation, the more confusing it gets. But also when it comes to dating someone new after getting out of a relationship, make sure you've healed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We all have to face the demons of our significant other's past. There is going to be some of those demons in there. It's going to be something we do that kind of set something off in them when they kind of back up. But make sure that you're healed. Make sure that you're ready to date. If it's going too fast, you have to be able to say it's going too fast. If it's not
don't just go with the flow. Please speak up, because I've seen so many relationships, quote unquote relationships, crash and burn. Where it's like week 1, week 2, oh, we're just friends. I found my best friend. Week 3, week 4, oh, we're together. Week 5, we know I'm in love. We're gonna get married, that and the fourth. And then by week 6 is I can't stand this person, or just kidding, you guys. We weren't really together, or it just wasn't gonna work out, bruh. Look how fast y'all was in love. Like y'all just put up that y'all was talking last month, and now y'all in love. Like how? And then the month after that, now y'all ready? Y'all can't stand each other because you didn't take the time to get to know who that person was.
And that's another thing we talked about in the last podcast. Keep your relationship private. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Focus on the person, man. Don't focus on what y'all have and sharing it with everybody else. Focus on what y'all have. Focus on that person. Is this something I'm going to even want to really share? Like, really think about that person.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to do like Biff said. Don't do some of the same stuff.
I learned my lesson with that social media shit. Everything is like private now. That's why if you on my social media, I don't do nothing but lie and joke all day. You would
Biff,
never know
you look real crazy on social media right now too.
No, I was funny. I'd have had 2 funny days in a row, Biff. Don't do it.
I mean, Biff, it's funny, but you're still like, wow, it's Biff is being Biff.
It's funny, but yeah, but I'm doing that because they don't even know what else is going on.
That is true.
That's all they know. I'm the funny girl on social media. That's all they need to know. They don't need to know anything of what's going on. My life has not necessarily been in shambles, but I've been having my ups and downs, but they're never gonna know that.
Right.
And it's not their job to know that.
I just try to put positivity out. There's so much negativity. I try to put something motivational, positive every time I'm on social media. You might get a little glimpse into my life, but if you don't know me, I'm gonna keep it that way.
Barely. Yeah, you might get a picture of the baby, but that's about as close as you're gonna get. That's why I just rather laugh and wild out. That's another reason why I changed my name too.
Yo, we're not gonna start that with that. Also, here's a valuable lesson I've learned. I think I've said this before. Try to see if you've been dating a certain type of person. If you have, change your type. Like, you can change.
I don't know about that, Biff, 'cause I did.
Shut up.
The worst relationship in my damn life.
I didn't say you should be in a relationship with them. Date someone who's not typically your, and I'm not talking about physically, but like personality wise. Like, you'd be surprised. Like, I was dating the same type of chick, and I'm no longer attracted to that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've transitioned and learned myself a bit better, so now I'm attracted to a totally different type of woman. Like, what I used to be attracted to 4 or 5 years ago is now out the window. It's out the window. Like, once I see the signs and I know you're that type of girl, I'm not going to talk to you. Because I know what it could lead to, and I don't even want to risk it.
I still I have a very specific type.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, that's just me. I said dating now. I'm not saying you got to be in a relationship with them, but just try it.
Yeah, the type that I have is been elevated as far as, I guess a higher grade of that same specific type.
Oh, God.
I tried to go outside the circle. I tried doing that all last year and the beginning of this year, and it was just a shit show.
Yeah, and if it don't work, then it don't work.
It doesn't, but I you know what I'm saying? I can't say that I didn't give it a try. I tried. I gave it effort, and it just didn't work out. So I'm going back to what I know, and I'm happy that way.
Well, go with what you know. All right, I'm done. My throat is killing me, and I need to take another therapy.
Yeah, Biff. Are you going to, homecoming or no?
Homecoming Saturday. I'm absolutely going to homecoming. I done paid $30 for these tickets to go to this party. I done paid money to the tailgate. I done collected money from other dudes to put down on the tailgate. I done bought a pair of sneakers. I done bought a new Kappa jacket. I done bought...
Oh, Jesus.
I actually didn't spend that much. Yeah, so... I'm gonna be medicated up. I might not even go until Saturday, actually.
Yeah, Beth, just soak up the sunlight and get better, man.
I'm trying to. But thank y'all for joining us From My Experience Podcast. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. We're on SoundCloud. Follow us. Join us. You can also email us from myexperiencepodcast@gmail.com if you have a topic or if you just want to say hello. And we will catch what you was about to say, Biff. Biff, why you change your name?
Because it's actually being, some people are being creepy where I'm from. They're actually finding me on Facebook and adding me after like speaking to me in the club and mall and stuff, and I thought it was a little creepy, so I went on ahead and changed my name. But everybody stay black, stay proud, stay down, and we'll see you next week.
Will we see them next week? Next week is Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Ooh.
I'll be
Well,
around.
we could do something early. We could do something early like Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll do something like Tuesday. All right, y'all. We'll catch y'all. Peace out.
Peace.